All right, welcome back, everybody. I don't know why I always do this.
I like it.
Look it.
Super exciting.
We're too excited to use one hand to wave. We use both hands.
That's how exciting this is. Yeah, I love it.
But it's been fun. Have you had a good time the past couple days?
Yeah, I'm sad it's the last day.
She's getting a little sad. It's a little too early to get a little choked up. You got to pull it together.
Emotional.
Pull it together.
I can do it. It's fine.
But this is good. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you, Jim, Marion, everyone. So, yeah, we're going to tackle, of course, doing some graphic design in terms of branding, obviously logo design. We've been doing that the past couple days. Saif, we're doing fantastic. Again, I'm like full of energy.
Yeah, you are hyper today.
Yeah, I don't know. You need to. I need to be slipped something to calm me down. But who knows what. So here we are.
Back.
Helen's in the house. Good to see you guys. Good to have you here.
Awesome.
And just to remind you guys, maybe you are just joining us, these are all being recorded as well. So there's a replay tab. You can watch that later, right? Watch us live now, and because we want you to get your input. And I think it's been really helpful the past couple days too, because this is something unique to maybe how you normally work, having people from all over the world being able to, you know, just help with the design.
Yeah.
And then she's totally claiming it as her own ideas.
Yeah.
I dig
it. Only I worked on this. Nobody else.
Only you. And then we have like a contest going on. You can see that button lower right, as well as we'll be reviewing portfolios. So that's what we got. John, sound good to you? John from Netherlands, wherever you're from. Adhocracy show, where are you from again? I don't remember. I apologize. You might have said earlier, but...
Amazing.
Let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at your screen if we could.
I have the brief open again. I don't know if we need to go over it or...
I think, yeah, just kind of glaze over it, kind of just a quick
little run.
Quick refresher, like what the product is helpful.
Cool. So I'm working on a brand for a fashion line. The product is silk dresses, that you can see them right here. They're super beautiful. Yeah, the kind of rundown of the brand is right here if anyone is joining for the first time, but the brand is called Moon. It's all very feminine and all that good stuff. I got my mood board over here.
Which is very cool. Obviously lots of fabrics and not very specific. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I like how you didn't get very specific here. And I don't even know what half these things are, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't either, and that's what I want. Yeah. I don't want to keep with design because then I can get a little too bogged down on the idea of what I'm going to design, but this gives me a better idea of the general feel of everything, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And Kevin, you do pose a good question. We'll probably answer that like throughout as soon as we kind of dive into this project. So your top 3 advice for young design students.
Oh man.
We'll have to think about that and see what we come up with.
That's a question. Yeah.
You know, and that's something good to kind of like mull over.
Yeah. I think I need to mull over that before answering
And even as we look at this, it's like, okay, us as a design student, or even looking back at yourself, what would you say to yourself when you first started out that you know today?
I would say to myself.
Like, why did you have that? Why do you have that haircut? That would be one
Honestly,
of those.
yeah. Oh,
what were you thinking with wearing that? No,
yeah, never cut yourself bangs. Yeah, exactly.
What did you say?
Never cut your own bangs.
Don't cut your own bangs.
I went through a phase where I thought it would be a good idea.
Advice for young design students, #1. Don't cut your own bangs.
Come on, it worked out.
Here, and it looks
Tara's
fantastic.
the exception. Yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
But anyways, here's the logo exploration that we worked on the first 2 days. This was the little voting area. Also, I haven't cleaned out my Illustrator file quite yet.
And that's okay. And just to kind of back up a little bit, because there is the original one, just FYI.
Let me zoom into this guy.
So that's one.
This is the very original logo. I did not make it. This was something that Tia, who owns the brand, gave me. So yeah, that's kind of what I started with.
And then even just so you know, as we even pan over to the selection of logos that we went over, because this was pretty tricky yesterday. There were 6. We knocked off #1. Nobody voted for it. But like there was no like clear winner. Is what it came down
there wasn't.
But there was like some strong ones.
Yeah. That was surprising, actually.
And just so you know, so Kelly had to leave, but she was even drawn to #6.
Interesting. Okay.
She was like, oh, that one.
All right.
And it it kind of blew my mind, and I was like, I could totally see that working.
Yeah. Oh gosh, now I'm gonna change my mind.
I know, because I'm already set up to animate one of those, but I will just as easily animate this new one.
Oh, maybe.
But it's totally up to you.
Maybe this brand could just have a lot of logos.
It could.
Does that work like that?
Erin, did we ever get and Christine, did we get your advice on these? We actually took number 5 and we took that one a little further, and we started on some other stuff, but I will say, yeah, let's just go ahead, and we're doing the voting again apparently. So this totally works. Totally works for us. Again, we don't want to influence it at all, but
no, this is really helpful. It's always helpful to get. Oh, there's a lot of number 3s now. Shoot. Well, I can show down here what we kind of decided on yesterday. And it was this guy right here. We took number 5 from the top part and refined it a little bit more. And I think that's kind of what we've been working on so far. But now I kind of want to change it, so.
No, you are.
We'll see.
You're good. And the thing is like a lot of what we've been working on hasn't been like logo dependent.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually
It hasn't. Honestly, at this point, even now, we could still switch the logo and be totally fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And we might do that and see what rises to the top. Can you go? Do you mind going back to the logos?
Yes. Let's do it.
And I have them up too in case that helps.
Yeah, here we go.
But just because people are saying 6, 5, 3, 6, 5.
It's really a whole mix of them, which is really cool because that means that they're not all bad.
I'm not seeing. I'm seeing no 4s. Nobody.
Interesting.
Which is
cool.
If we don't have a clear winner, we're at least getting it narrowed down. Is what I'm saying.
You know what?
And I'm not seeing any 2s.
I thought I saw some 2s yesterday, but none today, which is interesting.
So.
I see a lot of 3s now. 3 and 5 seems to be the winners.
3 and 5.
They're both pretty different too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there's a poll going.
Maybe a hybrid of 3 and 5?
Yeah, we could do a hybrid of 3 and 5.
Lower the O on 5?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Spoken
Maybe
like a true
more
client.
Yeah. I'm actually.
Can you just think? I like how. Can you just put them together?
I'm gonna try that over here.
Does he say this? Can you do it? Does he say that?
Short list. I need it to be gold.
Gold. Right. Well, that's changing.
Just make it pop.
Okay.
Trust me. You'll thank me when we're in can.
Wow.
Well, thank you when you're in a can.
It's confident.
Get all bitter at the guy.
I'm actually trying this right now real quick just to get it out of my system. See what happens. Oops. Of course I'm doing this the very fast way. I wouldn't normally do this.
It's funny, as soon as we said nobody likes 2,
everyone likes 2 now?
It's like, no, I like 2.
Here's kind of a mix between these 2, although I think this now should go. Maybe not. Oh, now it's a little heavy.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, it's okay. I think it. Yeah, yeah. I like the simplicity of 3 and the simplicity of 6.
I don't know if. Yeah.
I like but then I like kind of the subtleness of 5. It feels like there's like rotations. And
that's
things
what I like
happening.
about it.
Because that's even what you did is started even, working with motion and stuff too.
Yeah.
But this might be inspiring.
Yeah, down here I think number 5 kind of fits the best so far. These are some illustrations that I worked on that I felt kind of fit. I actually did these while making the logos because I couldn't decide on a logo, so I thought I'll just make some stuff and see what happens. And
step away, make some cool stuff.
Step away, take a breather, have a snack, basically. And I did these, and I think these were kind of a breakthrough moment because I was like, okay, this style.
Which ones are you pointing at?
Just all of them in general.
Yeah.
Just like.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm still when I look at the moon one, upper kind of right.
This guy.
I'm when I see that, I'm like, wow. And I love the gradient. I love everything you did there. And then the M and the N, it's like freaking dope. Like,
good.
Might be considered an option.
Amazing. Yeah.
Do you agree or do you?
Yeah. This is my favorite illustration that I made. I'm just worried about it being a logo because it's complicated and you have to print this on a fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But it is
Agreed.
a good option.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. And, you know, it's like, how does your logo sort of like translate and stuff like that? And like, you know, it's like this Sonos logo we reviewed.
Yes.
Which was really cool when you
Really
scroll on a
awesome.
phone, on mobile, like that's the use case for it.
Yeah.
And I can see it in print that much.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is going to be on fabric and in places.
Exactly. But I do love this, so I want to keep adding this to some things, which I actually did a little bit later. You will see.
Oh, that's Joel. You have a good idea. Just like number 6 has the solid circle. Maybe it does have a gradient there.
Yeah.
There's also.
Actually, real quick.
And that's a good point, because even as we step back, and I think I said this yesterday, but even as we step back and see these all together, like which one stands out to you the most?
Yeah, it's really good to step back from your work and see it. Although I am.
And just like
this.
what captures your eye, because whether it's you're just picking 1 out of 5, these could be 5 other brands, and what brand is going to stand out the most?
Mm-hmm. That's very true. Here is this.
That's kind of cool.
It
too.
is kind of cool. Although now, like, this
I
is
don't
a
know.
little unbalanced. But if I tweak that, maybe.
Is it too much of a departure from? Because now not only is this one filled, but it also has a gradient.
It might be, but it's also kind of fun at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually just going to increase the scale a little bit because that might make it look a little bit more even.
Oh yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah, let me know what you think of this, guys, because this is actually kind of growing on me.
Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Joel. Yeah. Shoot. I'm going to have to credit so many people.
I know.
Awesome. Also, here are my sketches from the very, very first day. But I don't want to stay on the screen too long because they're not very good.
You're good.
So,
It's a lot of fun.
this is kind of where we were at
Cool.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I actually even started making a card for it.
That's right.
I actually worked on this a little bit more since yesterday. I brought in these shapes over here. But basically with this brand, we also need some supporting things that will go in the packaging, and one of them is a care card because the fabric is so delicate. You kind of need, she wanted like a reminder of how to take care of the card. So this is kind of what I was working on now, and like ways to bring the brand in and these little illustrations in. These are just a whole bunch of options, front and back. I don't exactly know what's going on yet, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's nice that you went through that process of creating these, all these unique shapes.
Yeah, so like this one could just be like a texture on the back of something, and so can all of these really. Which will be
I
fun.
love I even love what you were saying. I was just reading some of that text
Oh yeah,
on
let me
those.
go back. Yeah, well, we talked about this yesterday. Ways to make it a little more unique, be a little clever with it.
Yeah.
Now's a good time to do that. So.
Yeah.
I think I'm not a copywriter, so some of these are pretty cheesy. Ideally, I would work with a copywriter to get some clever things going.
Yeah.
But kind of this idea where it's like 1, 2, 3. I tried to do some moon phases up here.
Yeah. I like that. Can you make that larger? Sorry,
Yeah.
just so
No, that's good. Let me zoom
everybody
in.
can.
Oh,
I like the word radiate. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because really I feel like, again, with silk, these are silk dresses and stuff like that. Not that everything would be that way, but it's like dry clean only. So it's just like basically drop it off to the dry cleaners is what this says to me.
Basically.
So like, don't just leave it to the professionals.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's the big thing. But then like, you know,
Exactly.
that's what makes it fun is it's
Here.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see over here it says like dry clean. Basically.
Yeah, and there are all those symbols about like, you know, sort of like do not iron, do not wash, do like the do not, all that stuff.
Exactly.
You know, for what that's worth. But I like these. You've done some development.
Yeah, I worked on them a little
interesting.
bit since last night.
Are you thinking for this I guess what we're calling either millennial pink or dusk pink?
Dusk pink, I think, is what we settled on. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a special type of print that has a sheen on it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some sort of
Something
spot.
that I've been thinking of is like a rose gold embossing thing, because that's really big right now and easy to get.
Okay.
Something like that. Actually, I started pulling inspiration over here, and this one is a good way to show it.
Okay.
So some kind of like, it's printed.
Gold imprinted with embossing?
It's a little hard to tell the color, but it's pinkish. So I could do stuff like that. I think that could be cool with the line work for the logo.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, I kind of, since...
Hey, Luke, thanks. This is his favorite people. But
oh, hey, Luke.
I've heard him say that on every stream so far, so thanks, buddy. Just kidding. Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. Yeah, since we kind of have freedom to do stuff with this packaging because we don't have anything set specifically right now, I kind of just started looking up things that we could get inspiration from. I didn't do this with logos because with logos, I would be worried I would copy something like directly. But now that I kind of have like the whole brand set, I thought it would be a good idea to go in and find some more design inspiration, I guess you could say.
And this is like a little bit more specific, obviously, to packaging, which is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So this is your mood board for packaging.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is interesting because, like, and I like even what you did with your invisible
cities.
Invisible cities, which was cut out, and so I was kind of thinking along those lines, but then we were also thinking silk might get caught on that.
Yeah, but I actually thought of a trick for that. We could do, a lot of brands have now like these little bags that they would put stuff in, and since the silk is so precious anyways, I think I'd want to do something like that.
A soft,
like some
clear bag.
Yeah, or like even like paper to go over it to like kind of nestle it in. So I think that's something that I'd want to try.
Let me.
Yeah, something like that.
Thinking through this.
And of course, I'm gonna do tissue paper, using some of the patterns that I made, which is fun. But yeah.
I'm trying to be thinking through this and trying. I'm thinking through this and trying to be clever.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And it's not working, but. You know, so you still.
It's hard to be clever, especially on command.
Yeah, exactly. And I have some like ideas, but I mean, I'm stuck on the moon as like still it's the moon as an idea, so you don't want to get too much into moon and interstellar, and it's
exactly.
just a moon as like a design element.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it'd be really fun even if there was a storefront.
Exactly.
Anytime there's light interacting with it.
Yeah.
What happens to the front of the store if there's a shadow being cast?
That's great. Yeah.
You know, at certain times of the year, and provided we are dealing with the sun.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, does the shadow cast that makes the O in the moon at certain time, or something that
I like that
deals with these celestial bodies.
I really like that. Yeah.
You know.
Something that I wanted to play around with was like if she ever opens up a pop-up store, so kind of like a makeshift, like little like almost like a booth type thing. She could do some stuff like that. That would be really awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm still.
Luke says he has a new unpaid job as an art director for Paul and Anna.
Thank you. Yes, you do. Because he's helped us. He's been like, hey, there's this. He's done that a couple times.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank
I'm
you,
like,
Luke,
you're the man. Kathleen is in the house. What's up, Kathleen? We know her. She's been on the stream before.
Amazing. But yeah, so these are just also ways to like think of what I can do, because I can make some tape to kind of put the packaging together. Again, like she's gonna ship out a lot of things, so yeah, that's that. I don't want to look at it too much though, because I don't want to just like get set on.
And just so you know, it's like, and then I'm gonna get that file open, but I'm also gonna take that to another level and try to integrate that packaging.
Yeah.
You know, in Felix is the idea.
Yeah, Felix is awesome.
So it makes it pretty easy.
It makes it so much easier. Yeah.
Kathleen.
So what is the final logo that you chose?
Well, we have a whole hour and a half to figure that out. We have all
True.
To us.
True. There's
We've waited this long. I mean, come on.
As of right now, it's basically this guy, but could change.
Yeah, could change, and this one totally works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to look at, but man, I don't know. It's you you as the designer really kind of like need to make that call. And this is a good question. Like, would you, for the client, are you going to show multiple and kind of talk her through the process? And is she going to decide, or are you going to just present one?
I think I've actually already shown her a little bit of them. She saw the first live stream. She gave me some feedback. She liked this one, which is why I also started to kind of think maybe this could be a good one.
And her vote equals like 1,000 normal votes.
Yeah, but she also did still want me to have creative freedom, so I do have some power still. But this one is kind of the one I'm settling on for now. I also think, especially now that you mentioned like light, if this was cut out and then light shone through it, those lines would be so cool that you would see on a wall.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool way to think about it.
Yeah, if this is cut out, and that's why this works, because those are complete shapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could have that cut out of metal or something of the sort.
Yeah, you could easily cut this guy out.
So, and I mean, when I look at this, you started animating it. I immediately thought of animating it. I think this has like motion to it, which I kind of dig, because also so does silk.
I very dig that.
Always moving and super smooth.
Yeah. One of the things that you see a lot in the mood board was like these. Oops, that's the wrong file.
That's a good call, Jim. Jim he loves the logo. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. That's amazing. Cool. Yeah, I like that he referenced being eclipsed, because that was kind of what I was thinking when I cut things out. It's not just like to make it look really cool. It was to kind of be like shadows and yeah. Cool. I'm glad someone else got that.
I might take that and I'm gonna start with that logo, and we'll do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap it on some 3D objects.
Amazing.
Ooh, I could even extrude this if you wanted me to, and do some of that stuff.
Yeah. Go for it. I can show the animation I made for it, but it's very simple.
I'm excited. So let's have some fun. Right?
Let's see. I made it in After Effects. I can show it in. I'm gonna show it in Preview. Let's see. I got it right here. This is like a very subtle way of animating it.
Luke, our unofficial art director, gives us the heck yeah. This logo's the one.
Yes,
Bing.
with this guy. Thanks, Luke. Cool. Amazing.
Well, thank you.
So yeah, anyways, this is the logo that I started animating. This is just like a very simple animation. I have some. It's looping over and over again, but it's got some blurred elements to it.
Oh yeah, it fades in from
kind of,
right to left.
Yeah.
Kind of has a transition.
Yeah, this was just my initial one. I think I want to keep going and seeing what I can do to kind of make it look like it's like gleaming in a way. Yeah. So I think I want to pull in some gradients into the strokes themselves. That will be cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah. And I think this is fun. So you're going to be using After Effects. I'm probably going to drop this into, Animate CC. So mine is going to be an HTML output. Also could be a GIF, just like yours can be a GIF. So there's different ways of approaching this.
Yep.
And both will work, really, to be honest with you. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I made this in After Effects, saved it as a video, then made it in a GIF in Photoshop. So
so After Effects doesn't allow you to. There's not a GIF setting, animated GIF from After Effects.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert.
I mean, I've never looked for it, but I've also never seen it.
Same.
Okay. Good.
I want to say there's not.
I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be like a save for web, even for After Effects that would make it.
Okay,
well.
Maybe.
It was something along those lines.
Okay, yeah. Save for web. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've always just make videos and then turn them into GIFs later, but yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I really want to start animating some of these guys too. I think that will be fun. That will be fun. Like a ripple right over here, or even in here. Although I'm going to be completely honest, I have no idea how to do that, so I'll have to look that up. But
yeah, the ripple. I mean, there's a ripple effect, but that's a pretty unique ripple. So I think it would work differently than.
Yeah, I'm sure there's ways though. I'm sure I could figure it out.
Oh, so Reverb Mike says the media encoder might have GIF output.
Probably.
And yes, Plus and Press says yes, you could do this animation by Photoshop too. Sure.
Yeah.
You know it.
Absolutely. I find it faster to work in After Effects, which is why I do it, even though I still have to export it out. But
yeah, it kind of comes down to like almost like what you know.
Yeah, what I'm comfortable with.
Know,
That's why I always use Illustrator for everything, because I can just do it super fast.
Well, everything starts in Illustrator.
Yeah.
Not everything's like in Illustrator. Everything else is just like,
yeah,
you know.
InDesign's fun
hey,
too,
just go animate this. I made this in Illustrator. You can animate it now.
Yeah, Illustrator's amazing. But yeah, I kind of wanted to start working on some box designs. So taking like how it's gonna look on here, how the logo might look. So I might start doing something like that.
You can do that, and as you do that, by the way, like I just immediately, I'll switch to my screen. I just snagged a bag because it happens to be right here. But like I could take, and that's what I was doing earlier. You know, I'll just drop in a cube, and you know, make it whatever size that I want, or like kind of whatever we determine it will be, and then slap the logo on it. You know, Felix is still beta 3, so it's not that straightforward when it comes to, you know, some of that stuff is coming soon, basically, is what I'm saying. But I also want to show this because I want somebody to walk away with a grand gift card and Creative Cloud. I want somebody from these streams to walk away with that, is the idea.
That would be amazing.
So lower right, Felix contest. Okay. So again, that's that. Sure, I could drop on a material, but I'm actually going to put the logo on there. But you can definitely see that it is shiny.
Ooh, fun. Very shiny.
I know.
Nice.
So we'll switch back.
So one thing that she posted a lot on her Instagram page for this brand were some little phrases. A lot of them are very inspirational. So I kind of thought that would be a fun thing to do in the packaging. So if you got like a box in the mail, the top could say something like this, which would be fun. And I think with the brand Moon, we can do like a lot of kind of almost like horoscope type things.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah. I'm not entirely, I don't have it figured out in my head quite yet, but
no, I love the direction that you're going there.
Yeah. So right now this would be, I'm gonna go back to this inspiration page real quick. It would be something similar to this one right here, where it's like on the front of a box, or even like something like this. That's what this frame is. But it also might just be simple and just be text. But we will see.
Yeah, this is... And even this, it's like the text can start out one color and finish another color.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, that's a great call.
I've been coming up with ideas today.
Yeah, Paul for the win.
No, I just like...
I love it.
Nice to be... to be useful for something.
Actually, to do that, I'm gonna put a background in here just because the box would not be white. It would probably be like a shipping box. So I'm just gonna fake a color real quick. That would be shipping box color. I'll just do that for now. Oof. Okay, well that's not exactly what the color would be, but we can still, you know what? I'm actually gonna do something real quick.
You do your thing. I'm gonna get just kind of something. Oh, good lord. 5. Okay, good.
I'm trying to just get a texture to put in the back so I can visualize it better.
Shoot, Tween.
go.
All right. I have something to kind of show, just a fun tip,
Do it.
if you will. If you guys are cool with that. And there's a couple different ways to do this, actually. Because I was just gonna kind of work on the animation, so you can see, you know, right here I am in Animate CC. Literally just did a copy and paste, right? So I have all this in here as vectors, which is fantastic. Like, this is ready to rock, which is perfect.
Yes.
And what I did is isolated this on its own layer, right? Just this M, because this looks like these lines could be rotating and like extending. Like, it would be fun, just ever so subtly like extending.
Oh, I like.
So that's why I've increased the timeline, you know, right down here. Let's do add a keyframe, right? So the start keyframe is going to be something different.
Amazing.
This keyframe. And this is because I think, you know, I think this is a sort of a lesson in like restraint with this logo, right?
Yes.
Because like, I think it should be like really subtle. It's not gonna be like bam, 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 bam.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be like transition stuff.
Really, yes.
So I'm just moving this, as you can see, I'm gonna move that just up a hair. It's not even gonna. And then if I click in between those two keyframes, that's where I'm gonna do the classic shape tween.
Yes.
So create a shape tween. It's actually not classic, but
amazing.
But from there, you know, obviously hit enter, and you can see it grow, which again doesn't, you know, isn't the wow bang you know that I want, actually. But I'm gonna, if you do this to all the different parts, like everything is growing.
Yeah.
And
it's constantly moving.
And maybe it's fading in at the same time. So as it fades in, these lines are kind of finishing.
Ooh, that's good.
Does that work for you?
That's
I mean, you're
good.
the art director.
No,
here.
that's
This
great
is
for me. I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Okay. So that's what I will
Oh man.
try.
You're going back to my screen because my screen's okay. Good.
No, I just switched to
Okay,
this
good.
until you're ready.
Give me a little bit. This isn't exactly.
Oh, this
turning
always
out.
happens though. Can I just, because this happens, people, like, anytime you apply a gradient, it does it to all the letters like
Yeah,
this,
look
and
how
it's a
bad
mess.
this looks.
Because did you want to start at white and go to black, or start at one color? And
Yep.
do you want it to wrap
I want it to go from like
one?
white over here and then maybe like a darker pink over here.
Cool.
But, like,
No, you got it. Just all you need, what you could do,
how do you do it?
you got it. Just go over here to your gradient. You can keep it, but it doesn't matter.
Like this, don't you?
Yeah, and so it did it for you.
Here we go.
Yeah, you got it.
It's very hard to see on this packaging.
Yeah.
I just put that in to be able to see. I don't think this pink color is bright enough. Wait, that can't be the pink color. It seems too light to me. I'm gonna color pick this real quick.
You got it. I guess I could do the there's also the After Effects equivalent, by the way. You know, is not After Effects better than Animate? Well, that's better. What do you mean better? What does that mean? Are you better?
Oh gosh.
Kind of like saying, is one person better than another person?
Yeah, that's harsh.
I don't know. Like,
That's
but
a
they're
whole
obviously for different uses. You know, in After Effects, you could bring in video and even 3D and all that good stuff. So if you know it's going to be video, use After Effects 100%. If I'm making it maybe an animated GIF or some animated HTML, something like for the website, just for the logo, just doing something interesting on the website, that's where I'd use Animate. Adobe Animate CC.
Awesome. I don't think I've ever used Adobe Animate actually.
So to get it to work right, she just used the gradient tool.
Yes.
So initially when you select all your items and you hit gradient, it's going to apply it to each individual shape. But then you can grab the gradient tool, drag from left to right or whatever. It's going to do that. Yeah, in After Effects, you can animate the text by letters, words, or lines. Yeah, I love After Effects. I mean, no doubt. Like, honestly, After Effects probably has more bells and whistles to it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're...
I've only ever used After Effects.
Yeah.
Personally.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Because it has all the fancy stuff. It really does.
It's fun to use.
But since this is so graphic and straight lined. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can post this.
Yeah,
This could
no,
be an
that's
SVG
great.
file, actually, even
Oh, that
animated.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
That on a website. We are set.
Oh, you know what? I might do that. I might try to animate this, and I can post it to the hashtag Adobe Live. That would be a
Sweet.
good idea.
That sounds great.
Let's get to work, people. We got work to do.
Yeah, I'm playing around with gradients right now and like masking out words, but I'm not entirely sure if it works. But I do like, maybe the box could be gray. I think you can do that.
Yeah, Helen, animate. Geez, this is like a year and a half ago. 30% of the content was being published to HTML from Animate. So it's basically platform agnostic is the thought. You want to animate something, use Animate. You're doing video, use After Effects. If you're going to do a lot of video editing, use Premiere.
I'm not sure I love the serif font that big.
Oh, James used to use Director and then Flash. After Effects compared to them both is amazing. Great point. Because animating in After Effects compared to Animate, After Effects is easier. I'm sorry. It's a little easier. Like, you have so much fine-tuned control in Animate, and you're making these individual keyframes you could edit, which would be kind of a pain in After Effects. It'd be in all these layers. But After Effects is like,
I love that.
turn it on. Hey, you want to animate a property? Turn it on. Hit the stopwatch. Da-da-da. Do your movements.
That is great. Here we go. This is a little bit more bold. I'd rather see this on a
Oh, I love
package.
that. I love the font. I love what you're doing there.
Yeah, this is Futura classic.
It works in this case.
It does
so
work, yeah. It works with the logo.
It works with the logo.
Yeah, I think the serif is gonna have to be reserved just for small things. Yeah, this is Futura Light. I do though, I'm gonna copy this because I liked the gradient that was going through the other one. Let's see if I can.
I would like to see this have a gradient, but I would want to do it the hard way.
What's the hard way?
The hard way would be have it transition, and it could even transition through different colors, line by line.
Oh.
So imagine if it was on one line, you could see the clean gradient, but since it's stacked, it's like how you would read it. It'd go through those gradients.
Yeah.
See what a pain in the butt I am? But I'm not saying do that.
I kind of want to now.
It means you obviously just have to, have all that stuff on individual.
And yeah.
You
Maybe,
shouldn't.
though.
You don't have to.
I'm gonna see.
Okay. I mean, you didn't. Yeah. Do it.
Well, I might do this wrong.
Do your dance. You do you.
I will do me. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to even tell the difference because this pink is so subtle.
Yeah. And at least this way, you might be able to.
I think.
You might need to get a little more drastic.
I think so. Yeah. I think I'm gonna create a darker shade of this pink right now. That could work. It's a little brownish, but we'll see.
Okay, one thing. Yeah. No, never mind.
What?
I was just gonna say that
That's
one. I just have a feature request for the Illustrator team.
future request.
A feature request is I don't want to have to expand appearance or break apart. I don't want to outline the text. In order to add a gradient, because you actually, I would
true.
always do this, and I'm like, you know what? It's 2017. Do I really have to outline the text?
You're right.
And the answer is yes. You do have to outline the text if you
You're
want to add a
right.
gradient.
That's a very good point.
But
'cause
you don't for a stroke. Like if it had a stroke, which gives me a
yeah.
good idea.
I'm not sure if this is really working out how I wanted it to.
Yeah. So that's the, there are other ways to do this because you could use a clipping mask and stuff like that. Oh, thank you. Adhocracy says to make sure you save.
Oh, haha, I am so bad about that. Thank you.
We would go an entire 2-hour stream without saving.
I just saved, so we're good. I've gone through like days worth of work without saving, so. No tracking. Oh, that's a good. Could add some tracking there. This is a little hard to tell. I kind of changed away the around the gradients.
So like, yeah, you know, I mean, I guess I'm wrong. You don't sense it as transitionism.
No.
I don't know. Whatever you think. I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it kind of just highlights certain words rather than making it seem like it's a gradient.
True. We can use rose gold foil, sure.
Yep.
I think Dax man, you brought up a great suggestion. So he was thinking, well, you know, you could make the O's solid like moons. Good suggestion, like selective ones.
In here. Oh.
Yeah. And you know, that'll give you more of the gradient feel, sure. But it also builds a case for that number 5 logo.
Yeah,
I think it was number 5.
It was number 6. It's number 6.
Number 6 logo.
Yeah.
Number 6.
I do like that idea though, so I think I might try that right now.
And on that note, same thing for number 3 that has the O kind of coming up. You could literally cut off you could do the same thing with certain O's.
Well, even with the logo that we have kind of chosen for now, like if you go up here, the care card, I mean, I'm not going to actually call this a care card because I want to be a little bit more clever with that, but I can start doing stuff like this with the type.
Yeah, and then,
and be kind of fun.
And go as far as making your own.
Yeah.
Your own font, if you care to.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
That's a whole nother stream.
Hey Anna, do you use layers?
I do not use layers.
She uses layer.
I use a single layer. It's a whole mess.
Don't worry, because I mean, yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't know if
that's exactly what Kelly does, by the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
In fact,
that makes me feel good about myself.
Terry, do you know, was Christine using layers in Illustrator?
Yes.
She was. Okay. But she when she was working on one layer?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Because I know sometimes if you're mocking up a logo on top of something, you'll have those behind it, obviously, on a different layer.
I'll use a layer every once in a blue moon. Moon reference again, but hardly ever do. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting out some of these O's because I like that idea.
I'm gonna make my own card.
Do it. Yeah, I kind of like this because they're all in different parts too. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Mike saying layers could make the work much easier. You're probably right.
Oh, I'm sure it would. I don't have the patience.
Technically, you could argue that you are working on layers because as we take a look at Illustrator, even as we make things, it gets added to its own little like sub-layer.
True. So I'm just letting them do the work for me.
Yeah, look at you, fancy pants. I like it, Anna Green.
What? What'd she say?
She's saying you can cut exactly what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing,
cut
yeah.
out some of the phases in those moons.
I think this would.
I like the idea. It's kind of not registering so much. Because I think
No.
what my
looks like
personal opinion
eyes.
is I think once you fill it and then you add a gradient, that's like two effects
That are different.
removed from the original.
So true.
So
It was a good thought.
like you almost have to pick like one or the other.
I think so. I'm gonna. You know, I could just. I made a
Yeah,
copy
go
of this
with
for a reason. I was going back. Yeah, here's what I had. I can even start playing around with making this similar to the way that I have my logo. Do this real quick. Just that. Maybe a thin stroke. It's a little too small. I think I need to change the font. Have a beat book. Something like this is kind of fun, in my opinion.
And then I noticed typically anytime you just even to make things look more elegant is add more leading to the lines.
That is true. Leading does wonders. Okay, this is gonna take forever, so I'm just gonna do the first line, I think. Oops.
It's already. You have such an. I mean, Futura is pretty elegant.
It is,
So it
and
works out pretty well.
the all caps helps too with the letter forms. Whoops.
Yeah. This is what I typically think when you're dealing with text sizes is you know, the larger you go with it, like maybe you want it to be larger. I think if you want to slap people in the face, great. But if you're still trying to make it look elegant, you can go with a thinner font so it doesn't slap you in the face so much. Or
For sure.
do like a tint of the background.
Yeah.
Change the color so it's not such a high contrast.
That helps, and I think I'm kind of doing that here. The pink and the white are pretty nice together.
I really do like that black though. I think the black is.
I think it's fun. It brings
pretty poppin'.
something else in. I think I might start using that in some of the packaging elements, which could be fun. It does pop. Yeah, if there's a way we could ship these in black boxes, which I'm positive there will be, that would be cool. Also, I'm gonna try something real quick.
So we're all just trying stuff.
Yeah.
And still need to get back to my animation. Kind of was interested in using After Effects now for it.
Changing your mind.
Yeah, I like it. But the nice thing is like even the logo is so simple. As I start to animate it, it's gonna just be a matter of I can literally take this. I can take this one line and of course convert it to a movie clip, a symbol, and just have I only need that animate that line once, and I'll probably use it like 3 or 4 different places.
Nice. That's amazing.
So that'll help me out.
That will very much help.
Yeah. How you guys doing? Direct select. What? We're using Futura. Okay, cool.
Yep, Futura and Garamond. We took a vote yesterday.
Yeah.
Design with no organized layers are like lost.
Here's the thing about that. I don't think it's so nay. Here's my 2 cents on that. You could say it's like a lost Lego around the house. You're assuming that they can't find what they need, and I'm assuming that the person who made that file, regardless how they put it together, should know, like, that's how they work, so they know how to get around their own house. So it's like when you walk into somebody else's house, if you know, whatever, maybe they're a hoarder, but nonetheless, like, it could be like a mess. You can't find anything, which is why you freaking need to clean it up if you're going to rent it out on Airbnb.
Yeah.
Which is the equivalent of, if you're going to be sharing files with others, you clean it up. So,
yeah.
And it's typically the people,
Yeah.
the illustrators that I've seen that work independent, like Illustrator artists, are the people who don't really care so much because they're not sharing their files in a work situation like at Huge.
Right.
So.
Right. I mean,
So it kind of depends on that too. It's, you know, because I would love to say, freaking clean up your files. I'm the worst offender. The only time I clean them up is like, oh, somebody's coming over. I better make my bed. And that's when that happens.
Exactly. If I have to like work with someone else, I'll have cleaner files than this.
Yeah.
But
you know, in the heat of designing, you're like, freaking, I'm creating.
Yeah. Well, I think layers get in my way. Because like
really?
I won't, like, I'll be doing something and I don't have the time to like just can't be bothered.
Yeah, like it's true. It's and what I think is sometimes you can't be bothered. Which is true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lose an idea just to make some layers.
Yeah, you don't
No
want to lose an
offense to the
idea
layers,
just because
but-
you're fussing with layers. And is it a left brain, right brain thing that's going on? Like, I'm being creative, and now I got to think about organizing this stuff.
Exactly.
Not a big deal, but doesn't matter.
I'm not, people who don't know me, I'm not the cleanest person, so.
Although I do like Kathleen on her resume, it says, very good with layers. I just like that. You're like, I will hire you.
Yeah, that's like a nice little touch. I kind of want to, can't add that because that would be
And
a lie,
Kathleen
but-
uses Photoshop a lot. Photoshop expert. Photoshop's kind of a different beast as well.
Photoshop's a whole other, whole other game. I'll use layers in Photoshop, just not Illustrator, basically.
Yeah.
Or InDesign, I don't use them either.
Yeah, we just don't fuss with layers in Illustrator or InDesign
Yeah.
or After Effects or Photoshop or
Is there anything left?
yeah.
I'm playing around with adding the moon logo into text. And I'm not entirely sold.
Yeah, I don't think it's working as strong as the whoever's first suggestion. It could have been, was it Jim? But anyways, I like the idea of, like, once you filled one in, I liked that.
Yeah.
Maybe filled in or at least with a gradient, really simple.
Yeah,
Here, there was too many lines.
There's a lot of lines, and then it also kind of not cheapens the logo, but yeah. Also, shout out to my brother who's on the chat right now, who says, can confirm Anna isn't the cleanest person.
What? John Rising can confirm Anna isn't the cleanest person.
Yikes.
Oh, this is getting personal, and I love it. Oh, I love this stuff.
Oh man, I mean,
Because it's a family. It's also a family affair this week.
It is a family affair this week. My mom's here.
Yeah, mom's
So,
in the house. Well,
yeah,
not here,
not
but
in the
she's
house.
in San Francisco, and
And
your brother's coming up.
I think so.
Is he here now?
He's not
Brother?
here now. Yeah,
Okay,
just
brother.
refer to him as
Is
brother.
that the correct one that's
That
coming
is
up?
it.
Okay,
It's
cool.
him.
What's up, John? Good to have you here, man.
Shots fired.
Shots
Shouldn't you be at work, John?
Shouldn't you be at work, John? Shots fired back.
We don't joke around. Anyways.
That's fun.
Okay, I'm going to fill in some of these circles again. Maybe I will... Don't know.
We're getting work done. I assume there's some cool music playing in the background.
Oh yeah, right?
That's the one thing that's missing, guys. In the studio, we cannot hear the
We
music.
don't have music.
And that's the
So
big
sad.
missing element.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be like, yeah.
When I am designing in real life, I mean, not like this isn't real life, but at home, I will have lots of music playing. I have these massive headphones that I just got too, so those are fun.
Oh yeah.
They look ridiculous on me.
This is like just two.
They're like
two half
they're
moons.
like this
A
big.
half
2
moon, half
moons.
moon. 2 moons.
Wow, I'm really channeling this brand.
You are. They better not be dusk pink.
They are not.
Okay, +1. But that's because you have a blouse that's already dusk pink. I get it.
I almost wore it again today.
Yeah, you should have looked good.
Should have. Next time.
Looked good.
Okay, here are these gradients again. I think I need to take a break from this. But again, this would go
so yes,
on.
Rising Sun is in the chat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Rising Sun is here. Oh, is he talking? Is he making friends?
Well, I think he popped in.
He is at work. Oh, shut up,
he is at
brother. Oh, hilarious. I mean, I guess he is the only one of my siblings on this chat right now, so I guess he's my favorite at the moment.
Yeah, well, hey, he's coming down to see you and see your mom.
Yeah. Okay. I want to know what people think about the large type for a box. If this is cheesy, if you got a box that would say something like this on it, would you be happy about it?
And this is the whole, so we're talking this for the size of an iPad or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something.
This would be like a sizable box that you would get.
You know, that's
Like
a good
thing.
point. I think that text is yeah, I don't know. I'd actually rather see the brand probably on the box.
Cool.
This is
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That's what I want to hear. And
Get back to work.
oh, this is hilarious. Very true. I think that's a good point. Okay.
You know, I think the line is good. Like, I think the line should be somewhere, but it's almost like a subtext of something that you notice. Like, maybe it's around the edge of something. Or it's on, if you have a ribbon, does the ribbon say stuff like this? Does it have
Yeah.
the phases?
Oh yeah, because I do
have
want to do some
phases
tape.
and phrases.
Phases and phrases. Oh, I'm writing that down.
I was working on this, but mine's much simpler. I'm trying to.
Phrases and phases. Literally writing that down because that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay, so here's a question for you and everybody out there. How important is it to be, you know, a writer when it comes to designing?
Yeah. Oh, that's a question.
Like being a copywriter, and I'm not sure what that means. Like, and
yeah, at my job right now, I work with a lot of copywriters. I don't think I'm clever enough to
I don't
write.
think I am either.
I'm not much of a writer.
You know who some of these clever people are? A lot of people who do hand lettering. Mm-hmm. You know, I would be just too focused on coming up with the right words to hand letter.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you look at, say, Jessica Hish, who's a hand letterer.
What a star.
Yeah, and
She's
she could be a writer.
hilarious.
She's hilarious.
She could be a writer. She should. I mean, I think she has a book. So.
Yeah, really witty and, yeah, exactly.
She's
So,
great. I enjoy her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of letterers do like a lot of fun little phrases and little side projects even, and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think at the end of the day, we're in the field of visual communication, but it's still within like communication. And we'll do these creative jams.
Yeah.
Shout out to AdobeCreativeJams.com. So we'll do these various creative jams. Teams of 2 compete, you know, based on this theme, and the ones that do always quite well. Sometimes you'll have it'll be a copywriter paired with a designer.
Yeah.
So one of them's doing
Yeah.
the work, and the other one's just like freaking pulling ideas and being
being
clever
clever.
and all this stuff.
Yeah,
So,
that is very true.
like, if that's one thing I wish that's a bone in my body I wish I had as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't think I'm quite a copywriter.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I've tried in some of my projects, but there's only so much I can do. So I'm playing around with adding some of these little illustrations with the logo right now because this could be a fun way to
Oh, that is fun.
put it on something like a bag or a box.
I like it. Can I show you mine?
Yes, please. Just like a moron, I go through phases. I love it. That is amazing. You've been wanting to use the word moron this whole time.
Yeah. I got it in. I forced it in, but I got it in. All right, let's switch back. Somebody's coming in to the room. Okay, we're back.
People are
good
watching.
times. Good times.
Good times at Adobe. I love it. Although ever since anyone, or I think it was you, mentioned mooning.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, I can't get that out of my mind right now. So
we're gonna act like we're gonna do it, but then the stream's gonna cut out, so we'll never actually do it. It's like, hey, we're gonna finish off with the moon, and then it's gonna cut.
I love it. Did you guys do handstands this morning?
I did back there.
Oh.
Not on camera.
Oh. Shoot.
Yeah, you don't need my antics.
Well,
I'm just supposed to animate. If I
farm
physically can't be moving, at least I can make stuff move on the screen. Just gotta do something with my.
Have to let the energy out somewhere. Well, even when farm design was over here, he was going crazy. He did some parkour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can do parkour. We got to finish how to end this. We got to figure out how to end our stream. What you want to do?
I can't do parkour.
I kind of want to. I want us to both do a jump and be able to freeze
like pause it
and then freeze midair.
I love it. I think we should do that. No more coffee, Paul.
Yeah, I haven't even I had one cappuccino, but
amazing.
I've been like, yeah.
I don't drink coffee.
I've been eating clean and I have all this energy. But then I had a carb and that's what it is. Like, I was so happy to have this bread for once a month.
It'll do it. That will absolutely do it. Okay. I'm not exactly sure about this.
Oh, Michael is for the there's an illustration stream up in 2 weeks on iPad. Okay.
Make it on mobile artist.
Oh, how fun! Make it on mobile artists. Awesome.
Nice.
Do you have any of those names that you can leak to us, or?
Yeah,
Robzilla.
who is often in the chat.
Haven't seen him. He must be he must be doing work. Darn him. Oh, he might be in New York City actually.
He is today. Two illustrators from San Francisco. Do you want me to select the name so you can show the work?
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Sweet.
I will select you.
You'll slack. Did he say slap?
I don't know. I'm not going to be a part of that.
I will slap you. I just wanted the names. I'm sorry.
I want to know what people think about these illustrations around the logo. If they get too cheesy or if it's good touch. Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Paul? I always got an opinion over here.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. That's what I want. That's what I need.
Yeah. I like it. I think if everything is like smaller and more spaced out, it might, because what it does is maybe like fill out that space and make it hopefully look kind of elegant.
Oh yeah, maybe I can do like some kind of thing that fills up the entire box. See, this is why I ask you. I'm gonna match the stroke to the logo.
All right, Luke, I'm following you now, my friend. He asked to be followed, so I'm following him.
Nice. I think these need to be.
Cool. Yeah, let me take a look.
Awesome.
And I really, I don't know. I really like, this is the thing. Like, I really liked I like the idea of that, was it logo number 6 that had a filled in O.
Let me go back to that one.
And I don't know if it's too much of a departure if that's a gradient or maybe a subtle gradient at the end or something like this. That one might work. The only reason I say that is every element you're drawing has to do with lines and a gradient. So it's like that whole idea of taking these 4 basic shapes and making these other elements.
Rearranging.
Like you were doing.
You're right. Yeah.
But
No, that's a really
I'm
good
just
point.
pointing that out. But don't. I'm not
no,
here
that
to
is
throw
really
a,
cool. Oh man.
throw a wrench in your.
No, I do like that. I'm actually gonna bring this in here. Maybe we could do something. I'm gonna keep that there to keep the idea.
Oh, sweet. All right. While you're working on that, I'm going to kind of give you guys a quick preview of what we have going on in the next couple weeks. In 2 weeks, we have an awesome illustration 3-day live stream, all on mobile, which will be super fun. So we're talking Photoshop Sketch and Adobe Illustrator Draw. So Alice Lee's one. Check out her work. Alice Lee, pretty fantastic stuff. She's doing what you're doing. I've seen this in your work, by the way. See how this stuff's kind of moving?
Yeah.
Like that little stuff.
Yeah, very subtle. Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I've done that
so this
before.
is, I could totally see you doing some of this.
Amazing.
She's definitely more of an illustrator, but very graphic design oriented.
Yeah.
Shayma Golden's more rich.
that's
Looks
beautiful.
really cool. I don't know, like just, oh wow, look at that kiwi. Do you see the kiwi move?
Kiwi.
Kiwi. What?
Should we do a pattern like this one?
Oh,
Boop.
I love it.
That was cool.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, some animation. Look at all these cats. Cue the song.
Those are all cats. Oh my gosh.
Cue the song.
Amazing.
She's like, oh, guess what? The internet likes cats. Here's cats. And kittens.
The internet does love cats.
So yeah, she's gonna. Oh man, this is gonna be fantastic, right? Shayma Golden, Alice Lee, Rocky Rourke, awesome work. Yeah, man, I've seen some awesome motion applied to stuff like this too. Very cool, Rocky Rourke. Sophie Foster Domino is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, based in San Francisco.
Nice.
Fun. Look at this.
Oh, fun.
And then she animated the lines over.
Oh man, I wish I could animate like that.
You can. You can.
Everyone can.
But it's like, this is a clever idea. Sure, developing the lines like I'm doing, but to have that face shift to
The
the 3/4 view.
That is really cool.
And Robert Jenneret III,
Oh,
Robzilla,
that's a
will be
name.
here as well. So he's a good friend of ours, usually in the chat. Super talented. You know, this goes beyond his Behance portfolio because he just does a ton of amazing work. So we've got some fun things planned for you guys. How are you doing? You ready?
I'm
Just had to show the...
sure. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, sorry. One more thing. Kathleen Illustrated in the chat is also going to be here as well. We've had her on the stream, and she's, I think she's going to be
Awesome.
like doing some hosting and stuff.
Fun.
So hype woman, like I'm hype man. She's going to be the hype woman.
Love
And
it.
super nice and kind and just like smiles.
I believe it.
She's all
based
smiles.
on her chat.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're working, that's what you need. It's like, you know,
Happy people.
you just kind of need happy people. I don't know.
I enjoy happy people.
Well, good. Good.
I haven't really been using a lot of some of these illustrations. I'm kind of bringing them over here to see what I can do. No, this works like that. this is all off center.
We're just working away here.
So busy.
I'm working away, trying to make things happen. Just trying to entertain you. Try to impress you with graphics. Right?
Impressed with graphics. That's all it is at the end of the day.
That's kind of what we're doing. We're just like, please,
I love
please love me.
Yeah. I don't think this is working. I'm gonna take that out.
Love me. All right, how you guys doing? Kathleen's in the house, and
Who else we got?
yeah,
Luke.
Kathleen's gonna be fun. Kathleen's gonna be like me because she's also, you know, she's an illustrator. She does a lot of like painting and artwork in Photoshop.
Nice.
So, but like she's a doer. She doesn't want to do stuff, and that's the hard part about hosting is, you know. I mean, I'm gonna be showing people how to do this in a second, but putting this together.
I don't know.
How are we doing over there?
I'm doing alright. I'm not loving this. So.
Okay, so one thought.
Yes, please.
That
Everyone give me your thoughts.
Maybe you think it's boring or whatever, but the panels that you made are just so cool.
Yeah.
Could you could that like be a pattern or
Just the panels.
or just the panels are there?
Yeah.
Because really we just have them. They're not even being used, and that's kind of what you're doing. But I'm like, they look so good.
They look so
in
good
their little.
as, yeah, they need to be. Yeah, I think
And you
you're
don't even
right.
have to. Who knows if it even means doing anything fancy with them? Like literally, could they just be in little square boxes?
Yeah.
Like little outline boxes.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
And then
it's gonna have
Moon
to
is
go.
just like the last one in the corner or something.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I actually really like that.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm gonna bring that over here so I have them all. Yeah, I'm gonna just drag these.
Because you already had it
away.
done, and I'm sure everybody was, everybody can see how nice those are. So
Oh, that's a great
showcase your
suggestion.
work.
I'm gonna do it on this one because I don't like this at all, so I'm deleting that. Let's bring these.
Yes, Rob is a good person to talk about basketball with.
We never even finished illustrating all these adjectives.
That's okay. I think we got enough. Like
think we got-
everything you have there is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just nice elements.
Yeah. Oops, I forgot even this one, although I don't know if this one fits in as well with the rest.
Don't hate. Yeah. So okay, copy it over.
I'm gonna put it anyways. I don't know if that fits. We'll see. Ooh, maybe even have Moon in the center. That could be fun.
Yeah, let's think about this. Oh, I love your idea about yeah, just like the whole like constellation, like horoscope
Yeah.
esque.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
type
think of how I
thing.
could develop that even more. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, like how does that fit in? I mean, in a perfect situation, like okay, so there's no. Let's just pretend like this is actually for a real client. Let's pretend like this is like the client has $1 zillion.
Yeah, let's do it.
And somebody goes first of all, we have our own store.
Amazing.
Right, already. It's fantastic. It's beautiful.
Everyone loves it.
We go up there and like they typically ask you for your this is again perfect world. We basically need to get their birth date and then we put a card in and we customize the packaging based on their horoscope.
I love that.
Which again, if budget isn't a concern. But they're, you know, like stores
There are
have
ways.
so much of our info. Ooh, that's what they do. Oh, credit card. You look at the date on the credit card,
Oh yeah.
and then you put it in this box.
Just no cash. No one can pay with cash.
And imagine, yeah, nobody can. Like whatever president is on the, assuming this is a U.S. store, whatever date is
Love
on the
it.
bill.
Yeah. Or
Whatever.
I mean, we could just do the easy way out and ask people what their sign is.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
I think people really like to know
I'm like,
what other people's
we
signs
can-
are.
Or you just ask them.
You can be sneaky.
All right. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go in there. Somebody's gonna distract them. Another person
I love it.
goes and calls all their relatives. But
I really love it.
mine's
Also,
mine's more fun. No, I'm just joking.
it is more fun.
No, yours. But yeah, that's funny.
I like these boxes together. I think that was a good call.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Paul. This could be really cool.
All I said is like, just put your stuff on the box. That's the equivalent of
Nah. It's a
what
little
we
more.
were going for.
A little more than that. What's people saying? Hey girl, what's your sign?
Oh yeah. Ah, Kathleen.
Thanks, Brandon.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Hey girl, what's your sign?
I've been I talked to my coworker about that the other day. We got in a really long conversation about signs because I never really knew anything about astrology until recently.
I'm not really into it.
What's
But-
your sign?
I am Capricorn,
What are Capricorns like?
like me.
Hyper?
I don't know. Because I feel like any horoscope I've read it's never seems like it's the same.
I never feel like any horoscope I've read has fit me. But then again, maybe.
So I'm responsible, disciplined, self-controlled, good managers.
Oh, nice.
All right. This totally doesn't sound like me, though. Capricorn dislikes almost everything at some point. That is so not me, because I like pretty much everything. Especially carbs.
Ugh, carbs. Love me some carbs.
Anyway. And what is yours?
Aries. I'm an Aries. Which I think when you usually type in Aries, a lot of negative adjectives usually come up. Which I think is why I don't like it. But there's some good ones in there.
And we're going to be, we should probably review Aries. How do you spell that?
Aries. I think I don't like Aries. No offense to all the other Aries out there. Because it's a fire sign. And I don't like fire.
You're courageous, determined, confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, and
Okay.
passionate.
All right, I'll take those
Ooh.
ones.
Here's another good idea. Based on this, because we'll circle around, full circle.
Yes.
The owner, if we knew her horoscope sign and worked that in, if we had to pick one.
Tia, what's your horoscope? Oh, that's a great question. Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun. She'd
That would be
love it.
cool. Maybe there even could be something on the website where like, oh, maybe I can make an illustration for. Well, that's
And
getting a
they're
lot.
saying, like, you really might just need like a nice pattern. So could you?
Yeah.
Is this a? I like where this is going. I
Yeah.
think he's right though. I think if these were like half the size, like if they were half the size, they'd look more elegant. I'm trying to envision this as a box, like that's the size of my laptop.
Yes.
Are they? So you take them all, they're half the size. We just turn them all into. It's okay if they duplicate.
Yes. Okay. I see.
And that's not me, but somebody just mentioned that, and it just
Yeah,
scrolled
no,
off
no,
the
no.
screen.
I see. I like that. I'm actually. Oops. Group. Need to balance these a little better. Oops. The strokes get real thin, but those can be adjusted.
All right.
People are saying their signs now. I love it.
We
I
have a
don't know.
Scorpion
Scorpion.
and a Gemini.
I have no idea what any of the signs mean, so. Oh. Love it.
Oh, this. Yeah, we should figure out her sign, but. And yeah, so we could always work those in. That's not a big deal. Like you can literally take all 12 and add this style to all 12,
Absolutely.
like a scorpion, and do it like just like your own abstract version. That's like a bigger project.
That's a whole. That's like another.
Right, but I like the idea
week.
of taking if she is a Scorpio, like you at least would have to like drop that one in.
Yeah, I love that.
That'd be super
I really
cool.
do. I'm gonna ask her that right after this. Thank you to whoever suggested that. Great call. But I think these illustrations work best when they're confined to their own little.
So let me know if anybody is in the chat has a portfolio they'd like for us to review.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking online, but if they were here for the last stream, so let me know if you submitted a portfolio to the hashtag Adobe Live. Also know, as soon as we kind of get this wrapped up, I'll have to kind of work on this in Project Felix. Again, this is going to be a box, kind of lay this down. I kind of switched to my screen.
Yep, all good.
Actually, I don't even need to do that. I could just adjust its size if I want to. So whether it's selecting the size or the rotation or the move tool, you're going to get these like coordinates on the object. And then you can come in here and you can grab each one individually. So if I grab the center, it's actually going to draw from the center, scale everything down uniformly. Grab the top one, it allows me to scale the top part. So there's just different ways to give you like control over your object, to kind of convert this into, a box at the size that I want.
That is so cool.
What I'm doing.
I love it.
And this is good. I mean, I think this is pretty intuitive. Like you were saying, you're kind of used to, maybe you have the controls in the corners as an illustrator. This is pretty common when it comes to 3D software.
Yeah.
Just so you know, and kind of once you know it, it's pretty straightforward.
Once you know it.
Like, I don't know, but I think that's actually really good feedback. And this is what we're looking for as you dive into Felix, is we want you to provide feedback like what you just said, because that does make it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. So yeah. I'm almost ready to show the animation too as soon as.
I'm just playing around with how this could look on a bag, but.
Yeah, and throw some sheen on that. You know, it's all about like the print on it.
Yeah.
I
need Project Felix.
Ooh, this is really fun. Oh man, I'd love to get that. Oh, you gave it to me. I have those assets.
What?
So this is really exciting. Because in Project Felix, I can simulate a shiny or a flat print.
Oh.
Just as an FYI.
So you can do like it on text.
That'd be really fun.
That would be fun.
I don't. Terry, can you hand me that Bali bottle? Do you mind? Or I guess I can get up and get it. Like this. Yeah, thank you, my friend.
Ooh, nice catch.
Just kind of switching over here. So, well, geez, actually, let's use this is not even gonna work. Let's do this bad boy GoPro.
Ooh, GoPro. Yes. Love
But just
it.
to point out this flat print and this sheen as simulated here. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure it has a name. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So flat and sheen, like you could simulate this in Felix. This is what I'm going to do. And what it means is dealing with the metallic, you can add a mask. And what this mask is, it's going to basically be these symbols. Shoop. Right? A black and white version. And whatever's black is going to be flat. Whatever white is going to be shiny.
Amazing.
So we'll drop in something like that.
I love that. That would be
simulate
so great.
It.
That's so great too for this brand because everything is so shiny. I mean, it should be shiny.
And so even when it comes to that stuff, it looks great, but you want it to be subtle and you know what I'm saying? I can easily see some of that stuff come across.
This
would be kind of
should
fun.
Definitely be very, very subtle.
Yeah.
Yes, and like little moon shapes that are little glimmering.
Yeah, if you could have that, and somebody mentioned like a rose gold or whatever, but if it's a light, shiny, pinkish something.
Yeah. That would look great.
Yes, the bottle is tight and lit. Can I open it?
Do
I
it.
want to drink. Actually, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna drink green. Let's drink some green water.
Is that green water?
It's green.
Oh,
It has chlorophyll in it.
great. Amazing.
Because in the studio, 24 hours
Yeah.
in the fridge.
Is that not good?
Really like it.
No, it's not. Is it really not good?
Oh no.
I mean,
Stay in the fridge.
I brought it in. It was frozen, and then I let it thaw out. What's that?
For your health.
Thank you, my friend.
just looking out for you.
Because it wasn't green yesterday. Today it's green.
That was a dad joke, like what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, that's me trying to get out of the fact that I almost killed myself. Michael, I owe you my life. Thank you, my friend.
Wow, some serious stuff going on here.
Just dodged a bullet.
Amazing. Okay, I'm playing around with this one more time, but I don't think this is gonna work, so this might be a waste, but we will see.
You were good. I will simulate that.
Yeah, that was a waste. That was no good.
Oh, what?
I was just trying to add more lines to this.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's so simple that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But this is all part of the process, and I think once you... This is what happens to me all the time, is I freaking throw everything at it.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and it's just like throwing things at a wall. Something sticks, and hopefully the rest kind of falls
And
away.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's not what you... Don't even... This is a quote. But it's not about, of course, like, the stuff that you've added. It's the stuff that you didn't add.
It's so true, though. Yeah. Very, very true.
I always feel like you sound... You could never really say a quote to someone without sounding really pretentious.
Really pretentious. 100%.
So I'm like,
but-
you know that quote. Don't make me say it. I'm like, no
judgment
So,
here. Judgment-free zone.
thanks. Thank you.
So funny. It's very true, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little break from this because one thing that I want to do before I'm finished is put something on some tissue paper. I am so set on the idea of having tissue paper. So I want to make like a tight pattern, like not just these boxes.
Yeah, a type pattern?
A tight, like,
A
sorry.
tight-
Yeah.
tight pattern.
As in like a repetitive pattern.
Yeah,
rather than
something that
just,
kind of
like-
locks together
Yeah,
and
something
links.
that's a little more woven
Ah,
together.
see, yeah. I think it sounds good.
So that's what I'm gonna finish off with, I think. All my work is a little all over the place, guys. Sorry.
No, you're good.
That's how I
Spoken
work,
like a
though,
true
so.
artist, you know? It's like, hey,
Very true.
you know? You're just so you know, you're like no different than any designer that comes in. I mean,
Okay.
not that everybody's the same, but like everybody's like very much on, striking
Good.
while the iron's hot
Okay.
with
awesome.
an idea that you have, and you might jumping around like you do.
Yeah. I feel bad for the people watching though, because they're probably
Yeah.
like, "What?"
I've
do
been doing
now?
the same thing. Remember I started that animation?
True.
I gotta finish that animation. And I will.
Love it. Okay.
Um,
Amazing.
yeah, kombucha's awesome.
Talking about juices.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Alex just typed in all these little icons of the phases of the moon. It's fun to look at. It just scrolled away, but
I think I saw it there for
cool.
a sec.
oh man, yeah, less than 30 minutes. Freaking, we gotta hustle. We got a
Oh,
job to do. These
man.
people demand. They demand to be entertained
Oh,
and
man.
impressed.
I think it's time for you to do your handstand.
I will rock a handstand. Anything for you and for people just to like me.
Amazing. I am
And
playing
because
around.
it's fun.
And 'cause
You
it's
do one
fun.
with me? Are we gonna do the jump in the end?
I'll do the jump at the end. I definitely cannot do a handstand. Oh man. playing around with stars in a pattern, but I think that gets a little cheesy.
Okay.
Oh shoot, this is a little harder than I
And
was.
I even, yeah, no, even the moon phases. It's some of these individual elements that look really good.
I think with what I have designed so far, it looks better when they're like confined to a square. So now that I'm like not trying to confine them to a square, that's where it gets a little tricky. But we'll see. Do designers also make sound effects as they design?
Yeah, I will like literally like talk to myself.
Same. I really hope I'm not the only one.
And yeah, and you hope nobody's around, but then you kind of, because if you do, you kind of have to include them in the conversation.
True.
Does that look right? Is that right?
Yeah. It looks like someone submitted a portfolio.
All right, let's get one. Let's look at these. Pattern. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting in a couple weeks. Adobe Live. All right, so. All right, cool. So let's switch over. We have 2 portfolios to review real fast. Albin from Sweden. Hopefully you are still on the stream. Say something in the chat if you could. Yeah, first glance, yeah, looks great. I love the subtle use of even the gradients that you have in here.
Nice, yeah.
So it looks like we have UI UX designs, web design, super clean, and I really like this. This kind of definitely drew my eye. These are looking really cool.
Those are nice.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, that thick stroke, super hot. The fact that the background is not a solid color. It's a very subtle transition that only you and other designers notice, but everybody else just says, "Oh, that looks really good."
Yeah.
And I like what you even did here, because this is an entirely different style. That's way cool. So this also works. Appreciated. So Albin, man, rocking it. Just taking a look at this one.
Nice.
Yeah, looks
I
good.
like colors.
Good choice.
Very bright.
Color
He's got some
choices.
stars and bubbles.
Yeah, man, Albin, you are the man. It looks great. One more, Anthony Lopez, and yeah, we have about 20 minutes. Let's take a. This looks really good. Just like I like to get the first impression of everything, and it looks.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Design is a job. Redesign. Design is a job. This is always fascinating because I would think I'm pretty minimalistic for something called design is a job, you know, which is super interesting.
That is interesting.
You know, it's not quite what you'd
over-design.
expect.
Yeah.
But this is yeah, totally working. I mean, I think the
Nice.
where your eye goes and
Yeah, that's
you know,
great.
the weight of the text. Good job. I like that.
Go.
Fun.
This is Anthony. Go, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony's rocking it.
Yeah, I like that text. That's fun. That's super fun. The lines.
Yeah, right? Doesn't it?
It
So it's
kinda creates
larger.
like
You still make it thinner, but
Yeah. It creates like a little.
It's not just 3D extruded text, obviously.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it plays with your eyes a little bit.
It does. I think if I looked at that for too long, I'd get a headache, but in a good way.
And I think if it was just an extrusion, an outline, it would look 80s style to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I agree.
But this looks designed,
Yeah.
so. Oh, yeah. Then you got super clever right here. Which, we'll steal that. I like it.
Getting all sorts of ideas.
We're appreciating this project.
I love it.
All right, and Steve Wolf just walked in. Buddy! He is up next. We got about 30 minutes. 20-ish minutes. 25-ish.
So weird.
And yeah. And he has some really awesome stuff he said planned. He said he's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna just be a maze.
I can't wait.
So we're tuning in. Because we're all over the map up here, just for the record. Like we think we have the logo, and then we're onto
I don't know, guys.
you know, patterns and is there split view still? Oh, good. We can work side by side.
Oh, hey.
I don't know if that helps take the pressure off. Because
It
you
does.
feeling pretty? You feel the pressure?
I like it split. Let's leave it split.
Okay,
Ooh, what
we'll
are
leave it.
those you have? Oh, those are the
Oh,
black and
so
white.
yeah, I'm making the map.
Ooh, they look great, black and white.
Oh yeah, so that kind of
Oh,
is doing something for you.
I love that. Sweet. Those are really cool. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, shoot.
Steve, just so you know, we started out with what we knew one thing for sure, and that's why we loved the color, right?
Yeah, and
That's
now
how I
I'm
feel
like,
and now you're like,
I'm really thinking
hey.
oh gosh.
Anybody deal with that out there in the world? Everything I know is wrong.
Honestly, I feel like today was like just made me want to change everything.
No, you were good.
Rather than
It's pretty funny though.
That is pretty funny. Yeah.
So this is the pattern.
This pattern that I'm working on right now, I'm not sure if it's quite doing what I wanted to do.
That's okay. I'll give you a second. Take some time with it. I'm now full screen.
Amazing. Awesome.
Dropped in this box. I don't even remember what. This is just the straight up box. So actually, no. It looks like it has
I
the
see.
aluminum material applied to it. I think by default to the cube. Selecting that aluminum material, which is cool and shiny and stuff. So we see that going on. Has the sheen that we want.
Yeah.
But then we're talking about kind of, making some of it matte. So we can go into the metallic right down here.
Amazing.
Clicking on that. Selecting that file that I just made that Anna sent to me. And I just got this, guys. Dropping it in. And there it is. So looks like I need to definitely make some adjustments to it. But the nice thing here is that it did apply the black. It's going to be matte and then shiny.
Nice.
But I could also jump in and change the color and see how it looks if we want to go into that.
Yeah.
Sort of dusty color. So I still have work to do.
I still have work to do because I'm not liking this pattern that I'm doing. Oh, I love that though. That is so nice.
Here, I'm going to get this knocked out for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
You struggling?
I am struggling.
Steve, get up here. We need help. Stat. Wouldn't it be
Finish my
great if you could do
project
that?
for me.
Hey, other awesome designer, could just come up here and fix it for me?
If only.
No, I must say that just like we've had all this help in the chat though, by the way, just like everybody out there, Helen and Kathleen and Luke has been super helpful. So
helpful.
yeah, so we're
Honestly,
looking for we're still looking for help.
This is great.
And so do you have friends that are not designers that can help?
I do.
lend-
Yeah. I run a lot of things off my family.
Okay.
A lot of things off my family.
Your brother?
Brother, yeah.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
John.
John's coming up
he's a
today,
critic.
everybody. He's a critic. Oh, he has that eye. He's
well, I don't know if he has the eye, but he has the
criticism.
The opinions.
The opinions.
Which is good. I need opinions, you gotta talk to people who aren't designers.
Is he older than you?
He's a year older than me.
This is a year older. I got a brother that's a year older too, and he's a jerk as well. And I'm just kidding, he's not. I love my brother. I love him.
This is getting feisty. in
No,
here.
no, that's why you know. That's why you know you're on good terms. You could, you know, it's like, hey, it's
Yeah.
my brother. I can
Yeah.
razz you, and
Yeah.
you know I'm not serious, right? Because you guys seem to get along well.
We do get along. I think we get along. I thought so.
I'm sure you guys do.
Anna's got Friday-itis. I do. I can't. It's the
She
only
does.
Thursday,
This kind of. Yeah, Thursday.
It's been a long week.
It's kind of like our Friday. This is technically our last day of the stream, but
It kind of is. It's sad. Yeah, I think the style, it might not work for these patterns like that I've been doing. Well, good thing I figured that out now, I guess. Because I'm trying to think of like how I could go on a tissue paper type thing, and I think what's gonna have to happen is to have like maybe like here and there, like not a full pattern.
I like the idea. Cool. Like even yeah, you're right. I think some of your elements.
Like I think some of these.
Whether it's that, and maybe like, it just has like one long line to another shape.
Yeah.
And maybe it does look like a transition, but it's really like spaced out or something.
Yeah, or even just like. I don't even know, like something over here and then like another shape over here. Although actually I take that back. I did it and I didn't like it. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know.
We're just trying to get paid here.
Just trying to make pretty things. Let's see.
Steve, what do you got going on? What can we expect from you here in 20 minutes?
We're gonna finalize a lot of things.
Finalize a lot of things.
Nice.
We're gonna like get as many options as we can done today.
Oh, as many options.
Might actually get some opinions and see which one people like the most.
Good, man.
Love it. I feel like I did the opposite of finalize things today.
Yeah. You know how you have one of those days where you're pretty sure of yourself, and then by the end of the day you're questioning life.
That is today to a T. You know what? I think I might have cracked this. Might being a keyword.
Getting this one squared away. Still needs to be smaller, but let's do this one more time. I'm basically making a pattern to these checkers, so we're kind of working on
Awesome.
similar things.
Amazing, yeah. That's what I want.
This is one of my favorite, more recent things that I've learned. I know I'm in Photoshop, but if you Command T for transform, and then you right click, you have access to flipping horizontally. See what I'm doing there?
Oh.
So if you Command transform, and then flip horizontal.
Does it do that in Illustrator?
No, it will give you other options, but I don't. I take that back. I should actually check. But
because that would be really cool.
I mean, you can quickly jump into reflect in this case. That's usually how I transform things in
That's
Illustrator.
how I always do it, yeah.
And I'm sure there's probably like potentially, I'm sure there's maybe a shortcut key.
Probably.
And if there isn't, you can make one.
Something like this is getting kind of more towards what I want to do. Kind of.
Yeah.
It's getting a little messy here.
Yeah, and it's yeah. I mean, I'm sensing it as a pattern, and I want to see it more as like various transitions of, like, actually, I could even help you here. Let me go. like. Like some of this stuff is, it's really, I just went through the moon phases, but I'm also looking at constellations.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh, constellations though, that could be fun. Like, oh, wait a second.
Constellation. Oh yeah, dots.
Yeah, and then lines connecting and having some of these. Nice. Yeah.
Right.
I like. That would be great for the packaging, the tissue paper.
Ooh. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I think we just solved it.
Yeah.
Now I have to make it,
I think that
though.
is it. Yeah. Oh, and
I like that.
honestly, at this point, that's a minor detail.
It is a
compared
minor
to the
detail.
idea.
It is, yeah.
And I like the idea of whether you're putting, you know, you can have, you know, Gemini in there and Lepus, and you could have those different words, but then, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could always play with that stuff and integrate fashion into it, which is fun. I don't know what that means, but you can.
Yeah, I think that would be super awesome. I approve. That'd be a really nice subtle way of doing something.
Yeah, just you know, and you could search in. You can just try Adobe Stock because there might.
Yeah,
I could search on it, but there we might have some stuff out there that. Oh, you don't. I don't know if you should actually have some stock credits. Let me. I could do that as well.
Okay, well that's a mess. But it would be better.
It is
I think what I would actually do is like copy a couple constellations to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Here, we'll switch to my screen. Like you said, no copying is going on whatsoever. There's no copying.
No. Not at all.
There we go. So here's at least where I'm at with the packaging. Everyone. You know.
Nice.
Essentially, you can.
Oh, that is so fun.
You know, and it could be whatever, but I think it's kind of a step in the right direction.
It absolutely is. I love the
Oh, yay.
phases.
Yay.
Ah. High five.
Well,
I
don't
could watch
look
that
at the
all
side,
day.
but so you know, you guys will try to do this. Essentially, we're look to the future. This is really just beta 3. We're looking for feedback because, quite frankly, you should have controls someday to be able to like manipulate and push and expand. Like I was hopping into Photoshop and pasting it, hopping blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Trust me, we give us your feedback and tell us this is a bunch of BS. I should just be able to edit the texture within Felix. But the thing is, what I'm saying is we know this as well. Next up for me is this motion stuff. And really, we have like 5 minutes. Oh, let's get this party started and finished.
Oh,
hurry. I love paste in place.
Paste in place is
Paste in place.
wonderful.
6. F6 keyframe. Right click. Shape tween. Talking to myself.
I do it.
You do your thing. Do it. Connect those dots.
I sing to myself when I design, so.
Ooh, that would be fun. It would be interesting if you had a bunch of dots and they look like celestial bodies at different sizes, but then you somehow connected them together and it was something.
Oh.
But you didn't connect them together. Like
Whoa,
if you
now it's
connected if you connected all the dots that are slightly larger, it was just like a dollar sign because she's getting paid. Not really. Don't do anything like that. Don't listen. But you know what I'm saying. Like,
do.
does it make
Like Connect the
something?
Dots when you were
It's
a
like
kid, you
connect
did
the
that.
dots, but it's constellations, and you when you
Cool.
connect it, it's like something else.
I could spell out moon.
Could spell out moon. Nailed it.
Wow.
Sorry. Many high fives.
So many high fives today. I love it. That is wonderful. Let's see. I'm doing these very loosely. What do the different sized dots on constellations mean?
I think they're just like they're different stars.
Different
I don't think they
stars?
mean anything.
Got it. Ooh, I like Libra. Ooh, Sagittarius is going all over the place. It's a fun one.
Yeah, Sagittarius.
It's got a fun little shape.
I mean,
I also like Capricorn.
yeah, and maybe it's a case where we, you know, again, if we knew what her sign was, you know, would be great. Okay, copying these.
Love that.
Copy frames. Come down here. Paste frames. Not much time.
Yeah, getting down to it.
I know.
5 minutes left.
Shape tween. I'm learning what I do when I'm under. I'm pulling my hair. I am going to be bald soon.
That's okay. I bite my nails. So.
You bite your nail. Okay, good. Feel better. Thank you. Well, I'm like, I do like, and when I get tired, I'm like, I touch my face.
It happens.
Okay, we gotta get this done.
Everything has to be finished in 5 minutes.
We gotta. The boss is right there.
Oh man.
Objects.
Something that's a little fun about using these.
Save. Oh yeah, save my file. Hey,
Good question.
Drew says we love you, Anna.
Oh.
Touched.
Thanks,
Thank you, because
Drew.
we went through all the emotions today. I feel. Right.
I went through a lot of emotions today. Yeah.
Oh no. Command.
Okay, one more. I'll do Aquarius. We're getting down to it now.
We are.
Last final minutes.
Not necessarily like no talking.
Now when we're doing the whole
just
work.
like we got to do this now.
I love it.
Get it done. Stat. Terry's right there. He's like
ready
has
to
his
jump.
arms crossed.
Take your time. You just don't want to sit back there.
I am almost done. No stroke. White. This color.
I'm gonna be posting some more process of this on some of my social media stuff too, in case anyone wants to see, because it's definitely not finished yet.
And you said you post to Instagram a lot?
Yeah, Instagram. I will be posting some of these stuff. I have a Twitter that I am very bad at using. Maybe I'll start. But
You're
yeah,
good.
I'm gonna be
do a lot of basically having Instagram posts to Twitter.
yeah I've done that.
Right.
Yeah.
Copy frame, paste frame, and then I am done with my piece. Paste frame and tween it. Okay, and run it.
I love it.
Full screen. Did you know? Go away. So this is my little attempt at the animation, by the way.
Let's see it.
So ready? It's looping, so it fades in, and and just the lines are they're just supposed to finish, and it's looping.
That's great.
But just the line should finish, and I didn't get to everything.
That's all right. It's close.
Works for me. Where's Michael?
Amazing. Amazing.
Got like 1 minute to say goodbye.
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh my gosh, I should get out of the screen because it's not cute.
Well, you know what? We just want to focus on you, because
Oh, no.
it's not. It's not what you make, it's who you are that we appreciate.
Aw.
Okay? You feel it? You feel
That
it
was
right
beautiful.
here? It's true. Like, here, don't judge me for the last 15 minutes, like, of our nervous breakdown. When we're like, everything is wrong. We even donut dust pink. What was that? Dusk pink? That's not even a real color.
Oh, man.
But any closing words?
Thanks, everybody, for everything. Thanks
Did you
for
have a
the
good
Adobe
time?
people. I had such a good time.
Don't you think everybody here is, like, awesome?
Everyone here is so awesome.
It's scary.
It was scary
initially.
at first, but now it's lovely, and I wish everyone could give me feedback all the time.
Yeah, so follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is
Send
it
me
just
messages
Anna
and
Rising?
tell me if you like what I'm
on
posting.
Instagram?
It's just Anna Rising.
Anna Rising on Instagram.
Super easy.
We're better than perfect. Right here, Mike. He says done is better than perfect, but I just inserted Anna's name instead of done.
Love it.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Stick
you.
around. Yeah, Steve Wolf in the house.